Literature students, so this is probably the penultimate video I'll send you. I'll probably send one final video early next week, and I'll get into that in a minute. It's been fun to do these videos. I've been doing videos for another class that goes out to 40 people, and it's actually nice to do a video that 4 or 5 people are watching. It's a bit more intimate. I can sort of visualize where you all sit in the classroom as I talk to you. This is my music studio. You can see some of my plucked instruments, my bodhran, which is an Irish drum. Over here is a Persian zither, a remade 16th century instrument. There's my St. George's Cross flag of England, and my recording gear over here. So I do a lot of music stuff in here. I do my writing in here. So it's my area of creation / study, and it's been nice to share with you via video, even though it's not as good as the actual class. I feel that we've done well in keeping the class going, and you've done well in responding. The reason why I compressed the end of the play into the first video and left this video more open is because we have 2 things to do to complete this class, and I want to make sure that I have time to talk about them and alleviate any fears that you have about them. So the first one is the drama paper. Alright, so for the drama paper I am shortening it, alright, because I realized that it's been difficult to keep up with the work, and the thought of having to write another paper is probably not one that you're wild about. So let's make this final paper, let's cut it down a bit and make it a 2 to 3 page paper, and it can be about any element at all of either play. Alright, now I gave you a task in the last video, and also I gave you a task in the when we did the first play, and that was to analyze a speech, how it shows characteristics, how it links themes of the play or delivers themes of the play, and how it attaches to various symbols in the play. And I'm hoping that in doing those 2 tasks for the class, something will have shook loose that you can do your final paper on. That's the hope anyway. If not, I'm sure you can think of something to do the final paper on. So your final paper can be on a character, and I would make it a minor character rather than a major character. If you try to do a paper on Lubyov, it's hard to do in 2 pages. But if you do a paper on Trofimov or Fears, or Ismene, the sister, in the first, I'm thinking Antigone, one of the minor characters of the Oedipus play, that'd be more manageable, be easier for you to do. Or you can look at a certain speech, or you can look at a certain symbol that's in a play. Again, I would pick something small rather than the cherry orchard itself. Concentrate on the gun that Charlotta carries around. Something smaller, more manageable. You can do it on a theme, and there are many themes in both plays. So just find some element of either play and put together a 2 to 3 page paper and send that to me. And for the comments of this particular video right here, again, just put a little paragraph as a response to this video, what you wrote about. Alright, so, and that will be your verbal presentation for the drama paper. Unfortunately, I can't give you the same turnaround time on the last paper, so this needs to be done a little bit more quickly. On the last 2 papers, I've allowed a week or 2 for those of you who need more time, and you've got a full week to do this. Even more, we could go all the way up to the final day, which will be a week on Thursday. So you've got a week to 9 days, let's say, to do this trial paper and send it to me. And as soon as I get it, I'll read it and I'll put the grade in. However, you can't be taking 2 weeks because then we'll run into the deadline by which I have to submit grades. So there's the drama paper and the presentation. So write a small 2-page paper, 3-page paper, put in a comment on this video about what you wrote about. That takes care of that particular part of the grade book. Then we have the final. Now for the final, you don't have to study the literature that we have read over the course of the semester. I'm not quizzing you on your memory of specific stories, poems, or whole plays, all right? You will need to remember a bit of the plays because there'll be a question or two on the 2 plays. However, there'll be very basic questions and it's all fresh on your mind. For the fiction and poetry section, I will put a story and a couple of poems into the final, and you'll be looking at that and analyzing it as per what we've learned this semester. It'll take about an hour, and what I'm thinking of doing, because we need to simulate an exam procedure, is let's make the final the last official day of class. So that will be a week on Thursday, all right? So what I was thinking of doing, and either of the 4 of you let me know if there's an issue with this, is I'll send you the final in a PDF or something, or a Word doc. Let's say, I don't know, 2 p.m. on Thursday, the last class day of this course. And then you have then, I don't know, 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours to complete it and send it back to me. So let's say you send it back to me, or I can send it to you at 6, which is the class time, and then you have till 10. Or if you want it at 2 p.m., you have till 6, that kind of thing. Now, the way this final is designed is for you to write from what you've learned directly in response to the questions. So you don't need to go do any research. You just need to read the passages or poems that I'm sending you, and then respond to them, incorporating what we've learned this semester about the various parameters. And it should take about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And it's something I want you to just sit and do. Of course, I can't enforce exam conditions, but we do have to have some kind of timed element to it. So let me know, the 4 of you, if there are any issues with that, or if there's a better time. Technically our class is at 6 p.m., but things have changed. You might have picked up a job, you might have other things to do in the evening. So if this is something you want me to send out during the day, I can do that. And since there's only 4 of us, if I just send each of you the exam at a different time, and then you get it back to me within 4 hours, that'll work just fine. I can do that. What I can't do is give you the following week to do it. This is something that we have to be able to do at some point next week. So if you can't do it on Friday, we can do it on Thursday. That's fine. However, I can't do it the following week because I have to start collecting all the materials and putting together your final grades. So think about that and let me know what window works on Thursday, or if you want to do it earlier on another day, Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever day you want, and I will accommodate that. It's not a difficult final. It's not going to trip you up or ambush you in any way. There might be a couple of questions that you have to think about, but it's fairly basic understandings of the literature that I'm going to put in the final itself. And you can, write paragraph responses to the questions and then just send that back to me either in the body of an email or the body of a message, or you can attach it as a document and send it via email, message, or we don't have an assignments folder. Just send it as an email or a message, and that'll work fine. If there are any questions, just get back to me. If there are any concerns about times or days in which you can do this, we'll work it out. I'll make it work for you next week. So this week, complete the task I assigned in the last video on the cherry orchard. Do the drama paper, attach a little paragraph to say what you wrote about, and then let me know what works for you next week. Let's just say we'll plan on doing this on Thursday, but if you need to change that, that's fine. Just give me a window of time, a 4-hour window of time in which you can do it, and I will send it to you at that time. All right, folks, have a great rest of the week. Good luck in catching up in all of your classes, and I'm sure you're going to do well in the last couple of tasks. Okay, take care.